level. I was the Cook School, which is my son's school, representative to the district of the Budget Advisory, where we would provide, as parents and as representatives from the teachers' unions and classified unions, that we make recommendations to the board regarding our budget. And I was voted on by the rest of the group as the budget chair for the last 5 years in which I volunteered. So I think parent involvement is very important. And one of the things that I want to continue doing and keep on doing is continuing to reach out and engage parents, make them a very integral part of the education of all of our children. I want to have an open door policy so people can come and they feel that they can reach out to a board member, that they can have their concerns, and hopefully the good things also, because it's sort of bad always hearing the bad stuff. You want to hear some good stuff also. And point of fact, I had my email was on the board page, and I thought that's good because I tend to do more with the email. And then I had a parent that got through on the email, asked that I provide a telephone number, which I did. And when he talked to me, he said, you know, you're not very easy to reach. And I was a little astounded because for me, the email was very easy, but it made me aware that we have to, again, keep on thinking of various ways and ways to reach out to parents. So what did I do? I now have a telephone number on that page so people can reach me, because I want that openness, that ability, that communication is very important. But I don't come only as a parent. I'm an educator. I've been in special education for the past 17 years. I'm a bilingual speech-language pathologist, and so I have been working with students for those many years. I still work directly with students. But I've also been an administrator. I was a coordinator at South Bay Union School District, one of our close boards, one of our close schools around here. And I now, in my new job, which I work at a charter school in Temecula, I do a hybrid position, which is direct service, plus I also am on the administrative side of it. So I do both roles. And why do I share that with you is because when we talk about the board, and all of us have talked about this to a certain extent, it's really important to understand what makes a board run. We can't just look at it from one perspective. You know, I bring to it the fact that I'm a parent. I have, children in the board. Somebody mentioned that we have to worry about what's happening right now. And that's true. My son's in 7th grade only once, hopefully. You know, he's only in 8th grade once. So I need to make sure that those times are spent to the best, that he is learning the best. So I bring that parent need to have every child learn at their time. I bring the educator, the teacher. I'm there in the trenches. I know the difficulties that can happen, but I also know the joys. So I see that I do this every day. I'm not going to lose touch because I'm at the board, because I'm doing it. I'm an administrator, so I see it from the globe perspective. If you think about it, as a parent, I see the child. I'm sort of the nucleus, that my child's the nucleus. I'm the parent, a circle around them. Then as a teacher, I'm a slightly large nucleus because then I have other children within my class setting that I've got to be responsible for. As a site administrator, I've got those teachers, those parents, those children, and other staff that I'm responsible for. And as a site administrator, I've got many more. And as a board member, I have to look at all of them. I'm responsible for everybody along with my other fellow board members. So what do I want to bring? We're really lucky at Chula Vista. We have a good reputation. We work really hard about being transparent. We are financially really well off compared to a lot of people. We was able to rescind our furlough days this year. Next year, 2013, even if Prop 30 doesn't pass, we will not have to have furlough days. So that's wonderful. We will not be cutting days out of our educational year, which is, I think it's horrible when we think about that we may be, some districts may be able to cut up to 3 weeks off our child's education. You're losing 3 weeks. It's awful if you think about it. The United States of America, we're free because we have, for many reasons, but we have children and people who are educated. This whole idea and this whole notion of a free and appropriate public education, I think, is integral to who we are and who we can continue being. So I'm obviously very passionate about that. But that's what I want to bring. I want to bring, sort of to recap it, because I know I'm the last one here, is I want to bring in parent outreach and involvement, increase that. I want to make sure we are transparent in how we do our dealings, so we never get into the situation that some of our neighboring boards have been involved, districts have been involved. I want to have an open door policy. I want to make sure that we are innovative, that we think outside of the box. The fact that I work at a charter school is, to me, a positive, because I can see other ways that we can look at things. There are positives and there are negatives with charter schools. But what we have to take a look, because of the way the budget is, we have to take a look, how else, what other innovative, out of the box thinking can we do to make sure we have programs for our children? We can want to bring in programs that are going to enhance the education of our kids. And then the last thing that I bring to the board is my core value, that I'm not saying that nobody else has, but I know that my core value is that every child can learn, we have to allow them that opportunity to learn, and that we are responsible for making sure that each and every child in my district, in California, and in the United States really, but I'm focusing in my district here, a free and appropriate public education, so that they can then be our future, because, well, they are our future, so we need to take care of them. Thank you very much.